Hello everybody, I am back and I go by the name of Roxy Rose. This right here is Roxy Rose Guides debt update for the month of April 2026, y'all. I know you've been waiting for it. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back, y'all. I gotta thank my wonderful subscribers. You are wanted and appreciated, so I thank you so much for coming back on this channel, y'all. I'm excited to be back, y'all. I've been busy, I've been working, I've been doing stuff, and I am so excited to go ahead and share with you the reason I ain't been here, but I'm back. And if you're interested in all things budget, finance, debt payoff, and other stuff like cash stuffing and debt updates, which we're really going to get into really close to May because, you know, it's been a while. But I've been busy, y'all, and let me show you what I've been busy doing. Like and subscribe. Let's get to it, okay? It wasn't these because, you know, we were kind of getting into these kind of notebooks last year and the year before, you know what I mean? Just amazing books. And I'm definitely going to go ahead and put these books on my brand new PayHip, y'all. I am going ahead and selling these. I was selling them on my own personal website and then trying to settle on Etsy, but I think I'm gonna try PayHip. Everybody talking about PayHip, and I trying to do something new. Okay, so once I get everything together with my new website and blah blah blah, I'll be able to get these over to you, y'all. But I've been working so hard, many days doing things, trying to get things together for you. And guess what I got coming in the woodworks? Y'all, I wrote a book. I wrote a book, okay? I wrote a book, and it's all about getting your money together, y'all. Let's guide your money. I told y'all I wanted to be a money guide. So I want to guide your money to prosperity, y'all. A teacher's blueprint to wealth, financial peace, and freedom. We got to get ourselves free this upcoming year, y'all. This year. We don't need to do it next year. We can do it this year. We got to get us financially free for this year, okay? By the grace of God, I was able to take my time after work with this job and kids and life and business and try to sit down and really create a book. This is 12 chapters of hard truths and life and basic financial skills that I've learned over my years of teaching and learning and growing, and I wanted to go ahead and share this with y'all. So fitting for debt updates, right? Because we got some stuff in here about debt updates and, you know, debt repayment and things like that. But I went ahead and wrote this book, and y'all, this book is for you. So I pray you guys go ahead and get it. I will be selling it on my PayHip, and it's currently on Amazon. The link is in the description, the little, you know, stuff below. So definitely go ahead and check that out, y'all. But y'all, I wrote a book. I'm so proud and so happy, and I feel so blessed. This is a blessing to be able to do this. This is my first published book. Y'all, I want to cry. So definitely go ahead and get yourself a copy. They are $12.99 on Amazon. I'm going to try to keep them down on PayHip, you know. But I'm going to be trying to promote this book the best that I can going forward. I think I'm going to try to do it on TikTok Shop and some other places. But y'all go ahead and get yourself a little copy. You know, it's just a little read, a little copy, a little, you know, a little afternoon to spend thinking about your finances and your future. Help you help me and grab you a copy. All right. All right. Yay. All right. So I'm going to put this to the side because we have to get into this debt update. Okay. So let's go ahead and go over to the end of this book where I have my debt repayment tracker. Okay. And if you're interested in that debt repayment tracker, you know you can find it on my Etsy, but also my new PayHip. So go ahead and check that out. Okay. Let's get into this for today. Bam! All right. So let's get started with our revolving debt, aka credit cards. Y'all know we've been bouncing around trying to figure out these credit cards, so let's get into them. All right, so unlike last month, we've been trying to get things together. So we have Chase. I have no debt. I paid it off. I've been racking, but I paid it off. All right, for the month of April. Okay, then let's go to Bank of America. So Bank of America, I scrunched up a little bit in Bank of America, okay? Just know I've been paying different things at Bank of America, such as like membership to Costco and different really big ticket items that I've needed for this upcoming, just this last month. So I definitely kind of put a little bit on to Bank of America, which I'm a little bit sad about, but we're going to work down that. We have 0 for Citibank. We have Amex, which actually went to $849. The reason why I had to get some plane tickets. So yes, I think they were charged onto this card. So yeah, all right. And then we have Truist, I have currently $3,400 onto Truist. And then we have Discover, which is $4,500. That's paid off in the year. Okay. So now just by adding all of those up, I have a total of $10,749. So $749 more than last month, unfortunately. I've been spending, but some of these things that I needed, some of these things are bigger ticket items that I needed. And then y'all, and life and inflation has been really affecting a lot of this. Y'all, I went to the gas station. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about gas. Double the price. We're gonna talk about groceries. Inch it up to double the price. Yeah, it's getting really expensive out here. Like 2 bags of groceries is over $100 now in my area. Okay, I went to get gas. Usually can fill it up for $20, $25. The last time I went to the gas station, it was $49. Okay, there's no making it make sense. This is highway robbery. Okay, so being that we are all being robbed right at this time, y'all gotta give me some grace. Okay, I give myself grace. Y'all gotta give me some grace because this ain't okay, but that ain't okay. All right, double to fill up a tank of gas and it ain't over. All right. Oh, I can't. All right, let's get to something else. Okay, our no good, blasted, very bad student loans, aka our non-revolving unsecured debt. Our student loans. Y'all, you know I hate these student loans. I don't even want to talk about these student loans, okay? They're not trying to forgive my student loans. You know they froze the process. I can't even go in there to update anything because they froze the process. And I told y'all before that I knew that they were going to try to do this. They were going to pull this. They're going to try to freeze the process so that anybody that's supposed to get their stuff forgiven because they're entitled to it, it's just going to be in limbo, in free fall. So when the summer comes and the law changes, now you just can't do it. Now it doesn't count no more. All right, let's get into the student loans. Hold up. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to just speed through this and then y'all see at the end, okay? We're going to talk about it. All right, so we got to it. These are all the current balances on all of these. By the grace of God, everything has gone down, okay? Not significantly, but it has gone down, okay? I made a extra payment here. Here it actually went up. You know, Mohila, it went up, but they actually have used my payment. So I have a new payment of $234, and they actually took it out. So that's a blessing. They took it out in April. They're going to take it out in May. I called them, double checked. So now my income driven repayment plan is actually in process and actually working, which means all of my time going forward will also count towards my public student loan forgiveness if they allow it. All right. So things have gone down minus this one. Okay. I made an extra payment on one of these. Just to make sure. And then there's another one that's like asking for my routing number and this and that. You know, whenever you have to go and get a checkbook out, it makes it harder to try to pay it down. So I'm going to definitely get that going because I want to make sure that I'm paying it so that, you know, one of these is lower. If this is going to be higher because of interest, then at least the other ones can be lower. But my total went down. We went down to $84,389. Okay. So at least $200 to $300 has gone down from this one. Not a whole $3, but you know what I mean. Okay. 2 something went down from this amount. And that's what I did in April. My goal is to do a lot more in May, but please remember, I'm a teacher and I'm only getting paid for 10 months. So this summer I'm not getting paid. I got to save my money. So this might have to wait. I'm really trying to push for that student loan forgiveness. It might not pay off everything, but it's going to pay off a lot of it that I need paid off as soon as possible. So I'm trying my best working with that. All right, so let's try to get into these figures. The figures are, okay, that in April we owed $10,749 in credit card debt. And adding all of this extra stuff, I'm going to say this month I have been swiping. And I've been making big purchases. Okay. Not so big that it added 1,000, but big enough to where it's enough to recognize something. So let's see what our debt is doing all together. The total is $95,138. Okay. Not what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see it go back up. However, my mission is to get it down as soon as possible. Get it down. Coming up this May, get it down. Let's get it down, okay? Because if we have some good news about other stuff, we got to have some good news about this here debt, okay? Let's work on it. But we are never done because, you know, not only do I go over my debt repayment, but also my net worth. So let's go over to the net worth for 2026 in April. At least the end of April, okay? So by the end of April, I looked at all my assets minus my liabilities, and that tells you your net worth, okay? It basically tells you what in your life is, I wouldn't say you, what are the things in your life worth, okay? So it tells you what the things in your life are worth. You can never put a price on how much you are worth, honey, because we're priceless. But I want to go ahead and make sure the things that I have are worth something. So we have a total of $102,866. Okay. Just know I kept the value of my home the same, $420,000, and I kept my worth of my car the same, which is like $4,000. And guess what, y'all? I recently, all right, you know, this is past May, so you know we in May already. I recently went ahead and transferred my teacher retirement, my 403B, and I traded it over to another company so that they can go ahead and flip it, man. They are doing a match of 5% on everything that I contribute and some other things too. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah, I want to see this money grow, and I don't want to have to do it. It's great to have to pay somebody else to do it, but for it to work, okay? Now let's go up to the credit score, because that is an area that's kind of been in limbo, okay? We've been dibbling dabbling. We've been in limbo for that credit score. My credit score has gone up. We have 787 here. 805. Yes. That's what we need. Let's get that going, okay? And Experian. And you know the commercials. I ain't saying it right. Anyway, we have 818. So all of my credit scores has gone up. Even though my debt has gone down, it is recent, and you know I'm in the process of working it out and paying it off. So I'm glad. Why am I inching out on the paper? So I'm glad to be working on it, y'all. This is such a blessing because I'm excited. It's been 2 years since I got scammed by that business, and this October, all of those inquiries will be erased and expunged from my record, which should make my things soar, and I can apply for other credit cards. So I'm super excited, super elated about that. And y'all, not only am I elated about that, but I'm also elated about this right here. My Way to Financial Freedom, my book. Please go ahead and check it out on Amazon. Once I get a pay hip, I'm going to let y'all know so y'all can hip and pay over to my site, my new site, and go ahead and get you a copy of Let's Guide Your Money, okay? I want to help all of us be debt free, y'all. This is our budget community. We over here trying to fix our lives, right? Fix generational financial trauma and get ourselves to something great for us and our future, y'all. You got kids, I got kids. I'm trying to help them not live how I did, okay? And have their future be way better than mine, okay? So you guys have a blessed and amazing and wonderful May, because we May, all right? And May is to come. I'm so excited because there's so many events, free events coming up for the spring, the summer, going into the summer. Shout out to all the teachers. I know you guys are wrapping up down south, and there's other people that's wrapping up early. Shout out to all the teachers. When you get to see this, the teachers, happy summer. Take care. God bless. And Roxy Rose out. Ooh, y'all, get your book. I wrote a book. I'm so excited.